Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a recipe for sot. This is a turmeric milk drink with a bunch of really beneficial spices, and it's typically offered to new mothers and requested by a couple of you, so I wanted to share this recipe with you guys. The ingredients for this recipe include some good quality milk. You want to use full fat milk, and I'm using a non-homogenized milk, but any good quality milk will do. You also want to use some good quality spices, so we have fennel seeds, carom seeds, cardamom seeds, pods here, and then some cinnamon, some black peppercorn, and cloves. The star of the show here is the ginger and the turmeric, so I'm using fresh ginger and some turmeric powder. You're going to also need some ghee and sweetener of your choice. I'm using sugar, but you can also use honey or maple syrup. And you're going to also need some water. We're going to start off by grating ginger. You can also crush this in a mortar pestle, or you can just chop it up and throw it in the mix. I'm going to set the ginger aside, and next we're going to take a heavy bottom pan and we're going to dry roast our spices. I'm taking all these spices and I have my pan on medium to medium low heat, and then I'm just going to very gently dry roast this for a couple of minutes. We're going to let the mixture cool just a little bit, and then we're going to crush this. I am crushing it in my mortar and pestle, but you can also use a spice grinder if you'd like, or you can leave these whole. The coarseness is completely dependent on you. If you wanted a fine powder, you can make it into a fine powder. If you want to keep it coarse, we are going to strain this in the end, so it completely depends on you. Once you have your spices grinded, we're going to go on to the stove. I'm taking a heavy bottom pan here, adding my water and the just grinded up spices, and I'm going to boil this and steep this for about 5 minutes. Once this comes to a boil, you can go ahead and lower the heat to medium low. Then about 5 minutes later, we're going to add in the ghee, the sweetener of your choice, and the turmeric powder. And once the ghee is melted, we're going to go ahead and add the milk here, and the blob you see in there is actually the fat from the milk that I'm using. We're going to go ahead and get this boiling, and once it comes to a boil, you're going to drop the heat to simmer, or the lowest setting you have, and we're going to let this steep for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you're going to turn off the heat and strain this and serve it as you'd like. I like to squeeze out all the goodies from the strainer, and optionally you can garnish this with some freshly grated nutmeg, some cardamom powder, and some saffron if you'd like. This is a delicious drink, and I hope you give this a try.